Aloha and welcome to the 18th Annual Youth Exchange Student Video Competition Awards Banquet, honey. I'm Jelayne Shelton. This year's theme is all about free speech. Today, citizens young and old are exercising their rights under the First Amendment, using their voices to challenge racism and hate, advocate for the LGBTQ rights, fight censorship, and build awareness about climate change. At Olelo, free speech is paramount, and each year through Youth Exchange, the community is gifted with informative, innovative, and entertaining videos produced by the free-speaking youth of Hawaii. Yes! With events as special as this one, there are a lot of people to thank who make this all possible. To do the honors, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Olelo Community Media's new president and CEO, Roger McKeague.
Aloha. And congratulations to all of the outstanding student filmmakers that submitted entries to Youth Exchange. I may be a new face to the Olelo Ohana, but I'm no stranger to the education system and the importance of amplifying the voices of our youth. I've been Olelo Community Media's CEO for just over a month now, and already I'm so impressed with the content all of you have produced in the past year. We're celebrating our 18th year. The Youth Exchange Student Video Competition has received entries from public, private, charter, and home schools throughout the 4 counties of the state of Hawaii, with themes focusing on such areas as environmental conservation, social awareness, and civic duty, all of which are exceptionally explored by this year's student filmmakers. We are proud of their outstanding accomplishments, and we wish all the best for them as they continue the pursuit of their dreams and ambitions. This event would not be possible without the ongoing generous support of our partners. I would like to give a resounding mahalo to our event sponsor, the Honolulu Star Advertiser, our major sponsor, First Hawaiian Bank, and our category sponsors, City and County of Honolulu Department of Facility Maintenance, Geico Hawaii, Hawaiian Electric Companies, Hawaii Public Health Institute, Hawaii State Department of Education, Hawaii State Department of Health, Hawaii State Department of Land and Natural Resources, the Rotary Club of Honolulu, and our supporting sponsor, the Queen's Health Systems. Now, on behalf of everyone here at Olelo Community Media, congratulations and mahalo to all the outstanding student participants, their families, and their dedicated teachers for another incredible Youth Exchange video competition. Now, I have the honor of presenting our first award of the day, the Public Service Announcement Award. For this award, students were asked to create a 30-second informative but concise video about an issue of their choice. In the Middle Intermediate School Division, the finalists are Aliamanu Middle, Two Sides to Paradise; Chief S. Kamakahele Middle, Stay Hydrated; Moanalua Middle, It's Time to Care. And the winner is Moanalua Middle, It's Time to Care.
Hawaii is a popular place for tourists and well known for its beaches and clear waters. The islands are often looked at as a paradise, but after years of pollution, the shoreline isn't what it used to be. Nowadays, when you walk along the beach where the waves come up to the shore, you'll see bits of plastic all the way down, and large amounts of garbage buried in the sand. We need to start using reusable water bottles and recycle plastics and metals, so we can enjoy our beaches for years to come.
Winners will receive a brand new Sony Handycam HDR CX440. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. An HD camera perfect for shooting your entry into next year's Youth Exchange competition. Wink, wink. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed everything. We need to stay positive, babes. The Department of Health asked you to create a PSA on how you, your family, and your friends cope with COVID-19 and stay resilient. Let's go check them out.
Aloha, I'm Dr. Libby Char, the Health Director at the Hawaii Department of Health. It's my pleasure to be here today at the 18th Annual Youth Exchange Student Video Competition Awards Show. Congratulations to all the students, teachers, and schools who participated in this year's competition, and especially to the students who submitted videos to the Coping with COVID category. The pandemic has had a major effect on our lives. We've all been touched by it in some way, and it has changed the way we go about our daily lives. Safe practices such as wearing a mask, avoiding large gatherings, and keeping our distance are really important to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. But adapting to this new way of life has its challenges too. Who better to model adaptability and positivity during the pandemic than the youth of Hawaii? I really enjoyed your submissions, seeing the creative ways you're coping with COVID in a healthy way. Masking up, staying active, sharing virtual hugs, and enjoying activities at home. These actions help the people we care about and our communities become more resilient. Thanks to everyone who's preventing the spread of COVID-19 in Hawaii. And a big mahalo to our doctors, nurses, public health workers, and community partners who work tirelessly on the front line to create a safe, resilient, and healthy community. The finalists for the Coping with COVID category, Middle Intermediate School Division are Aliamanu Middle, Stay at Home for Fun. Aliamanu Middle, Wear a Mask. Moanalua Middle, Mask Up. And the winner is Moanalua Middle School, Mask Up.
Hey you, do you know what the COVID-19 is? I hear it's pretty dangerous. Well, the COVID-19 is a virus that causes respiratory issues to the host. It's highly contagious. But don't fret, there's still many ways that you can keep yourself safe. But not like this. Bruh. The first way is to use a face mask. Oh, that's not the right way. Nope, wrong again. Correct, it should cover your nose and your mouth. So when you touch something germ-infested, quick, use your hand sanitizer. It's in your pocket anyway. Or better yet, wash your hands at the sink, humming yourself happy birthday twice. So when you do go outside again, please make sure to wear your mask, keep sanitized, and stay distant. Keep a distance of 6 feet between you and others. Before I go, I wanted to tell you to do your part. Although it may seem small, it's still a big effort in this pandemic. I can assure you, we'll be back to our normal lives in no time.
Before we move on to our next category, I just want to say how amazing all of you student filmmakers are. 2020 was not an easy year for any of us, and yet you rose to the occasion and challenged yourself to create strong, powerful videos to improve your communities. You should seriously be proud of yourselves, baby, because I am. If you still don't believe me, there's someone I want you to meet. Let's hear a special message from Governor David Ige.
Aloha. Thank you for inviting me today to be part of this award ceremony with all of you. I want to start by congratulating all the students who have submitted videos to the 18th Annual Olelo Youth Exchange Statewide Student Video Contest. Despite the challenges presented by the pandemic, over 700 entries were submitted this year. This is an amazing turnout, and I commend Olelo for adapting to a virtual competition and for empowering the youth to bring attention to critical community issues in their own voice. I'm always impressed with the amount of talent and passion in our young people. Stories give opportunities to share your thoughts and feelings, and with support from your school, teachers, and parents, you've transformed your stories into beautifully created videos that touch on important topics like sustainability, bullying, coping with COVID-19, and healthy living. I want to extend my best wishes to every student participant today. Thank you for sharing your story and representing your school and community. Aloha and mahalo.
Throughout 2020, many of us have settled into routines that involve a lot more home cooking, like cooking rice in the microwave for 90 seconds. The State of Hawaii Department of Health asks you to show us how to create healthy and nutritious, delicious meals from the comfort of your hale. Let's go check them out, because I'm hungry.
Aloha! I'm Danny Wong Tomiyasu, the Deputy Director of Health Resources at the Hawaii Department of Health. This is the Department of Health's 15th year of sponsoring this health and wellness category. This year's theme is Choose Healthy and Ono at Home. This year, the pandemic, although challenging, has been an opportunity for families to spend more quality time together. From keiki to kupuna, family members young and old are reconnecting in the kitchen over treasured recipes passed from one generation to the next, and new recipes to add to the mix. The pandemic has renewed interest in home-cooked meals, but we realize that many of Hawaii's families still struggle to prepare healthy meals at home. Through their creative submissions, students remind us that there are simple steps we can take to start eating healthier today. Whether it's focusing on fruits and vegetables or eating more meals together, eating healthy can be easy. Mahalo and congratulations to every student who participated in this year's competition. You all did a fabulous job. Thank you for helping share the importance of choosing healthy and Ono at home. The middle and intermediate school division finalists are Honouliuli Middle, Eat and Drink Healthy. Honouliuli Middle, Healthy Smoothies at Home. And Wanalua Middle, Be Smart, Eat Smart. And the winner is Honouliuli Middle School, Eat and Drink Healthy. Congratulations! Wow, these are such great tips on eating healthy. We can't wait to share the winning videos with you and others. Follow Start Living Healthy HI on Facebook to view finalist videos and share your tips for choosing healthy and Ono at home. Mahalo again, students, for your creative work.
The reason why we need to eat and drink is because a food is something that provides nutrients. Nutrients are substances that provide energy for activity, growth, and all functions of the body, such as breathing, digesting food, and keeping warm. Materials for the growth and repair of the body and for keeping the immune system healthy.
Ciao! Today we are going to make the eggplant parmesan. You will need eggplant, Italian breadcrumbs, egg, tomatoes, basil, salt, and pepper. Mwah, bueno! First, we are going to make our secret sauce. First, we take the tomatoes and we mush it up with our hands with a lot of love. Then we will mix that with the basil, a little bit of salt, and a pinch of pepper. We will next prepare our eggplant. First, we take our long eggplant. We will take the skins off very lovingly. Mwah! Very lovingly. After that, we will cut them up in silver medallions. Oh, beautiful! After that, we dip it in a little bit of egg wash. After the egg wash, we will put it in some Italian breadcrumbs. It needs to be Italiano. It has to be Italian breadcrumbs. Very, very important. So Italian breadcrumbs. After that, we will get a pot, and we will put some oil in the pot for frying, and we will fry those eggplant till they are golden, beautiful brown. After they are finished, we will layer them on top of each other, give a good portion of our tomato sauce, and then put in the oven. You are in for an awesome treat. Ciao!
Now, let's get started. The reason why we need to eat healthy is because healthy eating helps us to maintain a healthy weight and reduce our risk of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and the risk of developing cardiovascular disease and some cancers. The meaning of cardiovascular is blood vessels. Including eggplant parmesan in your diet gives you a big boost of vitamin A, satisfying 25 to 29% of the amount you require each day. Vitamin A protects your eyes from night blindness and age-related decline. 2, may lower your risk of certain cancers. The certain cancers is Hodgkin's lymphoma, as well as cervical and lung bladder cancer. 3, supports a healthy immune system. 4, reduces your risk of acne. Acne is a condition where you develop painful spots and blackheads, most commonly on the face, the back, and the chest. 5, supports bone health. And lastly, promotes healthy growth and reproduction. And that's it for today's recipe. I hope you make this. It's really delish. Stay safe during this pandemic, and bye-bye.
Before we move on to our next category, I just want to say how amazing all of you student filmmakers are. 2020 was not an easy year for any of us, and yet you rose to the occasion and challenged yourself to create strong, powerful videos to improve your communities. You should seriously be proud of yourselves, baby, because I am. If you still don't believe me, there's someone I want you to meet. This year, the city and county of Honolulu is under new management. Let's go to City Hall for a very special message from our new mayor, Rick Blangiardi.
Aloha, students, teachers, and administrators. I commend you for participating in Olela's annual Youth Exchange statewide student video competition. Your involvement underscores the importance of incorporating technology, namely video production, into the classroom, as well as highlights the importance of leveraging community access resources to share valuable messages on Olela's PEG access cable channels and online. Now, I'm confident that Hawaii's future is in the hands of capable, competent, talented youth who are making a difference in their schools and communities. So please know that your participation in Olela's Youth Exchange student video competition is a testament to the continued need for advancement in the areas of engagement, technology, and media. So I ask you to please continue to create powerful messages that represent you, your ideals, and your views. Mahalo.
Did you know, babes, that Hawaii is the first state in the nation to set a renewable energy goal of 100%? You better work, sis. But the utilities in Hawaii can't make this happen alone. Hawaiian Electric asks you, the youth of Hawaii, to apply your creativity on how we can all be a part of the solution to achieve a more resilient and sustainable Hawaii. Let's go check it out.
Hi, my name is Donna and I'm with Hawaiian Electric. Today, I will be presenting the award for A More Resilient and Sustainable Hawaii Middle School Division. And the finalists are Honouliuli Middle, A Sustainable House. Honouliuli Middle, Greener and Cleaner. New Valley Middle, renewable energy. And the winner is Honouliuli Middle, a sustainable house. Congratulations.
A sustainable house. Turn off all the lights when everyone is asleep or away. Turn off the stove so that your house doesn't catch on fire. Unplug an outlet so that no one gets shocked or hurt. Turn on the smaller light, then turn off the bigger light to save electricity. Wasting and using aren't the same things.
And now, babes, I want to focus on some positive ways to promote peace in our world. The Rotary Club of Honolulu's Peacemaker Committee encouraged students to shine a light on a culture of peaceful problem solving at home, school, their community, and around the world. Let's go check out this peace collecting vibes.
I'm Lila Berg, and I'm representing the Rotary Club of Honolulu. For the last 15 years, we've sponsored the Creating Peace category because we know that young people have great ideas on how we can create peace in our world. So, in the middle school division, the finalists are Aliyah Manu Middle, Spread the Aloha. Highlands Intermediate, Passing Notes. And Mid-Pacific Institute, Creating Peace. And the winner is Aliyah Manu Middle, Spread the Aloha.
Aloha! I'm sure you've heard that word before. I mean, at least I know I have. I mean, if you haven't, then you probably have seen it. Like on your social medias. There's so many different hashtags, like hashtag Live Aloha, hashtag Spread Aloha, hashtag Aloha Friday, hashtag Lucky We Live Aloha. There's just so many. But what does Aloha really mean? What does Aloha mean to you?
To me, Aloha means ohana and family.
Aloha mean to you?
To me, Aloha means love.
What does Aloha mean to you?
It reminds me of Hawaii.
What does Aloha mean to you?
Aloha means to me hello.
In conclusion, I have a challenge, and that is to try out some of the small acts of kindness I showed, or maybe some of the ones you think of yourself. See how much you make an impact and spread the aloha.
Hawaii's forests provide us with water, wood, refuge, and a home for our unique native species. Now is the time for us to help our forests persevere. The Hawaii State Department of Land and Natural Resources called upon Hawaii's brightest students to create a PSA on the importance of our forests. Let's go be one with nature. Yes!
Aloha, I'm Josh Atwood from the Department of Land and Natural Resources Division of Forestry and Wildlife. I want to thank everybody who provided videos for our Olelo Youth Exchange Video Contest category, Forest Inspired. We at DLNR and the Division of Forestry and Wildlife are always inspired by Hawaii's native forests, and we're glad to see through everyone's video submissions how much the forest inspires you in creating some of the great video products that you made. I especially want to thank all of the contributors this year for producing their videos in what is surely a very challenging time to go out and get new video footage or to work with classmates and partners on producing these videos. We were really impressed with what you came up with for your forest-inspired messages. For the middle or intermediate school division of the forest-inspired video category, the finalists this year are Highlands Intermediate, Polluting Forests is a Sin; Moanalua Middle, Forests Art; and New Valley Middle, Forest-Inspired Animation. And the winner is Moanalua Middle for Forests Art. Congratulations to Moanalua Middle, and thank you so much to all of the people who submitted videos in this category. We really appreciated hearing about how Hawaii's forests inspire you. Mahalo.
Hawaii's forests, filled with unique sights and native plants. The amount of life and flourishment you see as you walk in is truly extraordinary. Its diverse ecosystems and wildlife are unique and special to the islands, creating an amazing view and a jaw-dropping amount of colors from the forest floor to the treetops, with the birds, insects, plants, berries, and so much more. The forests are so important to the balance of the ecosystem. But people are capable of this too. Even now, where rainforests feel like you're on another planet, without the control that we see today. It's like abstract art, adding different pops of color to create something beautiful and unique. The forests of Hawaii introduce a large array of colors and sights that are incredible and different. People see it as such a nice view, but never stop to wonder why it's so special. In these modern times, we're surrounded by artificial objects and clean, perfect lines that seeing the randomness of the forest makes it seem so strange and different. And it is. When you're hiking, you'll see rivers and streams, but in your everyday life, you'll see a bathtub. When you're viewing the expanse of the forest, you'll see vines hanging down from tall trees. But when you're at home, you'll just see a ladder. So why decorate your house with a fake plant? Why look at plastic and cotton when you can see real flowers? Go outside and look at the amazing island you live on and how much these forests mean to the ecosystem. The rainforests are incredibly different in our eyes because of what we're used to looking at and what we've gotten used to over time, which makes you want to keep going and see things you've never seen before. Seeing how unique the rainforests are inspires the creativity that people are capable of. Being able to create something spectacular and different to other people is what makes it special. Seeing the native species and the way the sun rays bounce off the leaves gives you a calm feeling. Looking at all of what the island has to offer, it's something truly special. So go out there, enjoy the breeze, the sound of birds chirping, and the rustling of the leaves. See the way rainforests impact your everyday life and how you look at things. And never forget the history, life, and nature that these incredible ecosystems offer, because they inspire you more than you think.
And now, let's hear from our major sponsor, First Hawaiian Bank.
Hi, I'm Derek Wong, Senior Vice President and Olelo Board Member. In these trying times, we recognize the importance of digital communications. At First Hawaiian Bank, we support all of the students in their creativity in the Olelo Youth Exchange program. Congratulations to all.
There's a lot of other talent that needs to be seen that none of us know yet. I don't think much people knew about us until now.
There's a lot of experience too, like in the building, like that know what they're doing, so it makes it very easy to do what we do.
You really feel the aloha coming here?
With 80% of ocean trash coming from our land and 2/3 of the world's fish affected by plastic pollution, it's vital that we all be a part of the solution. The City and County of Honolulu Department of Facility Maintenance called for your creative talents in creating a public service announcement that encourages residents to make a pledge to keep streets clean and sweep in front of their homes regularly. In the wise words of Finding Nemo, just keep swimming.
Aloha! The City and County of Honolulu Stormwater Quality Division is honored to continue to support the Olelo Youth Exchange video competition. This year, with all the hurdles that was thrown at our students of Hawaii, they still produce very skilled and compelling videos. We commend all of our entrants for their hard work and thank them for helping to share how we all can protect our local waters. And now, we present the Stormwater Hero Middle Intermediate School Division. The finalists are Kaimuki Middle, Clean Water Habits; Moanalua Middle, Be the Solution; Niu Valley Middle, the Safe Water Heroes. And the winner is Moanalua Middle, Be the Solution.
And now let's hear from our supporting sponsor, the Queen's Health Systems.
Aloha, my name is Kapunahele Montgomery and I'm the Vice President for Cardiovascular Services at the Queens Medical Center. And on behalf of Queens, I want to extend a big mahalo to all of you who submitted such inspirational videos. Your art, your creativity, your passion and aloha was amazing, and it ensures that your voices are heard. I encourage you to be the best that you can be, dream big, and always shoot for the stars. And we may be fortunate enough to see you as future therapists, doctors, and nurses. Mahalo for all your hard work. Be well and live aloha every day.
Has alcohol or drugs affected you or someone you know? Many of us have family or friends that have struggled with alcohol or drug use. Maybe this person is in recovery, or maybe they aren't. Maybe this person is you. The Hawaii Department of Health's Alcohol and Drug Abuse Division asked students to tell the story of how alcohol or drugs affected them, their family, their community, and what they learned from the experience. Let's go take a look.
Aloha, I'm Eddie Mercero, Deputy Director of the Behavioral Health Administration for the Hawaii Department of Health. I want to share a big mahalo to Olelo Community Media for their hard work throughout the year, supporting media production classes for the students of Hawaii. I also want to congratulate the students, the schools, the administrators, and the teachers who participated in this year's competition, and to the students who submitted videos to the substance use prevention category. You all did an amazing job. As we know, COVID-19 has had tremendous impact on our mental health and well-being. The messages shared in these videos are so timely. They address our concerns that the stress of the pandemic will lead to increases in substance use and overdose. It's particularly inspiring to hear messages of encouragement and hope from our youth. Your thoughtful, expertly done videos remind us of the dangers of substance use, the resources available to them, and that it's really okay to ask for help. Mahalo, students, for tackling this important topic of substance use prevention with impressive skill and creativity. The finalists for middle intermediate school divisions are Highlands Intermediate, Footsteps to the Future, Kealakehe Intermediate, Cause, Effect, and Change, and Moanalua Intermediate, Beat the Addiction. And the winner is Kealakehe Intermediate, Cause, Effect, and Change.
My story starts off by being surrounded around substances at a young age. I believe that affected who I grew up to be. I struggled with reading and math during my elementary years, and I had nobody to help me because nobody cared. They were all in their own world. It was like the drugs took them over. They tried to hide it, but I could see straight past their lies. Middle school was the hardest year by far. The stress was unbearable, but I had to bear it because there's nobody to guide me through it. I grew up learning how to fend for myself at such a young age. I grew up having to take care of those who were supposed to be caring for me. It's a loophole that's hard to get out of.
Aloha, everyone, and congratulations to all of the students who participated in this year's Youth Exchange competition, as well as especially all of the parents, teachers, and everybody who supported this effort and to help make it happen. Your projects tell the story of what's happening in our communities. Whether this is the first time you're trying something like this or you're in the expert category, you're using your talent and your creativity to bring attention to what matters to you. This is really important work, and I hope that you'll continue to find a way to engage in your community. Thank you to Olelo, and thank you to all of those who support the Youth Exchange competition every year. And thanks to the educators who encourage these students to step up and use their talent to share their voices in this way. Thanks very much. Aloha, Mahalo and stay safe.
Vaping and e-cigarettes are harmful to the health of teenagers and pretty much everybody, babes. Too many teens are not aware of the risks, and that is why vaping is becoming more and more popular among youth. Hawaii Public Health Institute asked students to create PSAs with the purpose to dissuade their peers from vaping. Let's go check out these filmmakers.
Aloha. My name is Kevin Ramirez, the coordinator of the 808 No Vape campaign. On behalf of the Hawaii Public Health Institute, we'd like to extend a special thank you to Olelo Community Media for continuing to organize the Olelo Youth Exchange Student Video Competition statewide year after year. It's a very important event for students, and we're happy to be a part of it. We know it's been a very difficult year this past year, so we'd like to extend a special thank you to all the teachers and the students from all the different schools that were able to submit a video PSA to the 808 No Vape category this year. We're very appreciative of that. Because due to the coronavirus pandemic, it is more important than ever that we make healthy choices about what we choose to put into our bodies. Vaping and the use of tobacco products puts us at a disadvantage, and there's studies that have been put out last year that show that students that vape are 5 times more likely to end up with a COVID-19 diagnosis and have a more severe case of COVID-19. So to that end, we appreciate all the videos that were submitted to inform and raise awareness about the health risks of vaping to all the youth in the state of Hawaii. That said, let's get to the finalists of the middle school division for the 808 No Vape campaign. Those finalists are Chiefess Kamakahele Middle School with Be Cool, Don't Be a Fool. Also from Chiefess Kamakahele Middle School, Don't Use Nicotine, It Makes You Weak. For Moana Lua Middle, Say No to Vape. And the winner is Chiefess Kamakahele Middle School with Be Cool, Don't Be a Fool. Congratulations.
I've heard about these. Should I take a hit?
Take a hit. How could it win?
A lot. It can cause lung cancer, shortness of breath, and...
All lies. There's never been a case of injury or death from vaping.
Not true. In fact, there's been over 2,500 cases of lung injuries and over 60 dead just because of vaping.
Forget this. I don't want to risk my life.
Be cool. Don't be a fool.
Babes, did you know that Olelo has an app? Yep, they do. You can watch Olelo shows on demand, push notifications for live programming like state legislature hearings, live traffic cams, and members can access their profiles to reserve equipment. Download for free, babes, at the Apple Store or Google Play. Now, despite our reputation as the Aloha State, many students in both our public and private schools have been bullied or harassed by their peers. Our next sponsored category is all about inclusion, kindness, and acceptance. Those are the 3 fundamental core values that the DOE's Office of Student Support Services aims to inject into the hearts and minds of all youth. They ask students to create a PSA to prevent bullying together with Aloha, exploring diverse perspectives from people with different abilities, to English learners, to broad cultures, and to those who identify as the LGBTQ community. Let's go check out these student filmmakers.
Aloha, my name is Ben Meyer, and I'm an educational specialist representing the Hawaii Department of Education, Office of Student Support Services. It is truly my pleasure to be here today at the 18th Annual Olelo Youth Exchange Video Competition Awards show. This is our second year sponsoring the bullying prevention Together with Aloha category. And we're very pleased to have so many entries come across from all over the state, especially during this challenging year. Congratulations to all the schools, teachers, and students for all the hard work you have done in creating your video entries. It was wonderful to see the students' creativity, their talent, and their voices come through in your public service announcements. Thank you to the judges who had the difficult task of choosing a winner. Students, I want to thank you for the work you did and the messages you had in the bullying prevention category. It was truly inspirational and does make a difference in our schools and in our communities. Together, we are committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for all students, educators, and families. Remember, together with Aloha, we are united in kindness, acceptance, and inclusion. Thank you to all the participants. And now, presenting Prevent Bullying Together with Aloha Middle School Division. And the finalists are Chiefess Kamakahele Middle, Don't Be Mean Behind a Screen. Moanalua Middle, Take a Stand, Lend a Hand. Niu Valley Middle, Small Action, Big Impact. And the winner is Chiefess Kamakahele Middle School, Don't Be Mean Behind a Screen. Congratulations.
You're so ugly. Such a loser. Not even makeup can fix your face. What are you even wearing? It's ugly. Don't be mean behind the screen.
Aloha, my name is Dr. Kristen Fernandez. I'm the Medical Director for Pediatrics at Queens West Oahu. On behalf of Queens, I'd like to congratulate all of you for your hard work and dedication to creating such inspirational videos. Thank you for bringing these important messages to our community. Parents, encourage your kids. Show them you are their biggest cheerleaders in whatever it is they inspire to do. And children, keep up the good work. Mahalo.
Traffic crashes are a significant source of injury-related death in Hawaii, accounting for over 100 deaths each year. But we can prevent that. Geico, hey, that's my insurance, and the Hawaii State Department of Health Injury Prevention and Control Program have co-sponsored a special youth exchange category called Traffic Safety, where students were tasked with creating PSAs, driving home the message that everyone has a role keeping our roads safe. Vroom, vroom.
I'm Tim Dayton. I'm General Manager for Geico in Hawaii. And here with me today is my business partner, Mr. Gecko, and my good friend, Carrie Venice from the Department of Health. We've been co-sponsoring the traffic safety category for many years. And so we're real excited. We had some great entries this year. And we're real excited to tell you who were the finalists and the overall winner for both middle school and high school. Carrie?
Right, I'm here to introduce to you the middle school division finalists and winner. And with that, I want to first thank all those entries out there. You guys did an excellent job. I know we live in precarious times, and yet you guys dedicated time to producing traffic safety videos, which was very important. We understand that traffic crashes still occurred during this past year, so it's great to continue these messages as we go forward. Okay, with that, the Traffic Safety Middle School Division, the finalists are Ali'i Middle, Learning the Roads, Honouliuli Middle, Tips for Driving Safely, and Nui Valley Middle, How to Stay Safe on the Road. And the winner is... It's a tie! Yeah! The winners are both Honouliuli Middle School, Tips for Driving Safely, and Nui Valley Middle School, How to Stay Safe on the Road. So congratulations, both you two will be getting cameras for your schools to produce more videos, hopefully. And again, thank you, big mahalos to all the work that you guys did.
It can be very dangerous when driving a car. So here are some very easy, simple tips about driving cars. While crossing the street, it is very important to look left and right both ways across the whole street. Or this could happen, but only way worse and could end up bad. This is not a game. Please make sure you really look left and right at all times. And when you start to drive a car, make sure that you have your blinkers on when you turn. Or you could get injured really badly. You might even disappear like a fart in the wind. And make sure that you're paying attention at all times when driving, even when crossing the street. Or you can get in really bad trouble. Tickets are not nice. Trust me.
Now, before this could be us, let's take a minute to educate ourselves on how to be safe on the road. And lastly, please drive like your family's on the road.
Aloha. My name is Sandra Ligi Brandon. I am the Vice President of Patient Care for Behavioral Health at the Queens Medical Center. I want to congratulate you on creating such inspirational and creative videos. Whether you decide to stay in the media field or continue on into the field of healthcare, I want to encourage you to continue to aim high, work hard, and continue to meet your goals. We hope that one day we'll see you here at Queens Medical Center as part of our team. Mahalo for everything that you do.
Hi, my name is Kimi Takazawa, Chief Operating Officer of Olelo Community Media. I'm here today to announce the winner of mini documentaries. Mini docs are a way for students to uncover and discover interesting angles on a topic. The finalist and winner for today is Ali'i Middle, Mental Health. Congratulations.
Mental health. Mental health can be described as someone's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. There are many forms of psychological disorders or mental illnesses such as depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and far more. Mental health can affect our behavior and can cloud our thinking, among other things. The mental health topics that I'll be talking about today will be overworking, overstressing, lack of motivation, anxiety, and depression. Not all of these are directly or necessarily related to mental illnesses, but they are all related to people's mental health. Overworking is a problem for many people, either related to jobs, school, or other things. No matter what causes a person to overwork themselves, overworking is still a bad thing to do for your mental health. If you overwork yourself for long periods of time, you can start to suffer from cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, increase the chance of experiencing depression and anxiety, psychological stress and work stress, and reduction in sleep resulting in fatigue. If you do need to overwork, make sure it's not for long periods of time unless it might cause some effects that I listed before or some different effects. To avoid overworking, you can try to time manage your day more and fit in assignments that you can do but don't do any more than absolutely necessary. Taking breaks between assignments or just whenever you feel that's too much will also help. And make sure not to push yourself too hard to get more work done.
Overstressing is somewhat related to overworking, since an effect of overworking can lead to a lot of stress. Though stress isn't always a bad thing, it's meant to be a survival response because it prepares you for a fight or flight situation in the face of a threat by speeding up your heart rate and helping you breathe faster. But if you were to overstress, your body would think it was facing a threat and cause your heart rate to go faster, and for your body to make you breathe faster when you're not in any danger. When you experience chronic stress, the body makes more cortisol than it can release. High levels of cortisol can lead to wearing out your brain's ability to fully function properly. Stress can even damage or kill brain cells and can increase risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. To reduce stress, you can do something you enjoy, like a hobby of some sort, or having fun with your friends or family. Especially keeping a good contact with people and staying in touch with them can reduce stress a lot. Keeping up with a good sleep schedule with the right amount of hours of sleep you need would also help, since people can be more sensitive to stress when they don't have enough sleep compared to when they do have enough sleep. Lack of motivation can be a common occurrence in doing some tasks that you don't like. But if you feel that you don't have the motivation to get up in the morning or do tasks that you can usually do without a problem for more than a few days, then it could be a link to depression or other mental health diagnosis. Some causes of lack of motivation would be having nothing to look forward to, doing the same things every day, thinking that there's nothing else in life, and many more possible causes. Avolition is a term for lack of motivation or ability to do tasks that occur in depression, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and etc. Some ways that you can help get over lack of motivation would be give yourself credit for the tiny things you do, even things like get out of your bed, tidying the house, and going outside. You could ask for help from your family members, friends, or contact a specialist in the matter. You can take it slow and break things up in more manageable things for you at the time until the task at hand is finished. There are many more things you can do to help with lack of motivation, but these are just some of the things that can help with it. Anxiety comes in many different forms. There is a normal amount of anxiety that you experience, like doing a presentation in front of people or talking to someone you don't know. But too much anxiety can be related to anxiety disorders. The most common type of an anxiety disorder is social anxiety disorder, or social phobia. People can have it for an entire lifetime. If someone has it, they can feel embarrassed, self-conscious, and afraid of being judged frequently. More anxiety disorders can include generalized anxiety disorder and panic disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder can make people worry for a long time over regular issues. Panic disorder causes repeated fear that can last minutes. If you have panic attacks, it won't always develop into panic disorder. If you have a panic attack, you could feel that you can't breathe and you may think that you're dying. If your panic attacks reoccur without warning and make you fear having another attack at any time, then it's likely you have panic disorder. If you have anxiety, it can affect you a lot mentally, but show no signs that you are harmed physically. Easy ways to relieve stress are breathing exercises, meditation, nice distractions, physical activities, and therapy. Although anxiety is different to every person, I hope these examples I listed can help and encourage you. Depression is widely known as a mental health problem, and many people suffer from it. Causes of depression can include faulty mood regulation by the brain, stressful life events, medications, trauma, medical problems, and etc. It is said to be mostly caused by a combination of biological, physiological, and social sources of distress. Depression can cause you to be constantly depressed mood and lose interest in day-to-day activities. It can make you feel sadness, nothingness, unworthiness, insignificance to other people. It can affect how much sleep you get, your appetite, energy level, concentration, daily behavior, and self-esteem. Depression can also lead you to thoughts about suicide and make you feel like nothing. Treatments of depression are usually medication, talk therapy, or a combination of both. Although it's really hard to reach out to people and ask for their help, that would help you a lot if you're struggling with depression. If the person that you're reaching out to doesn't understand or try to understand or believe you, then you have to tell them how important it is to you and maybe ask more people for their support in you. If that person still doesn't try to understand, then try to have at least one person you can confide in and talk to them about your depression. Depression is a real thing and shouldn't be ignored. In the end, everyone's mental health is very important. Even if there's nothing physically wrong with someone, they might be struggling with something mentally. All of the mental health topics that I talked about, which were overworking, overstressing, lack of motivation, anxiety, and depression, were all important health concerns. There are many signs for people who do have them and ways for each to get over them. Make sure not to overwork or push yourself too much and take care of your own mental health.
Aloha, I'm Alan Yamamoto from Summit Media. I'm excited to present the award for Short, Middle, Intermediate School Division. The finalists are Aliyah Manut Middle, Don't Let Vaping Ruin Your Life. Moanalua Middle, Be the Change. And OHC Ohana Co-op, Little Fire Ants. And the winner is OHC Ohana Co-op, Little Fire Ants.
Little fire ants are an invasive species first discovered in Hawaii in 1999. Little fire ants disrupt ecosystems, negatively affect agriculture production, and threaten human health. Little fire ants farm plant pests, and when farmed on crops, it can be devastating to agriculture production. Little fire ants cause a painful and fiery sting, giving them their name, and also cause a long-lasting itchy rash or welts. Little fire ants will prey on insects and vertebrates, and often animals sharing the same habitat relocate to uninfested areas to avoid the discomfort of being stung. Fire ants, a great way to tell is put a popsicle stick with peanut butter on it in the suspected area and wait for 45 minutes to see if you have fire ants. To exterminate little fire ants, use granular and gel baits like Tango. Protect Hawaii's ecosystems, agriculture, and human health.
The Junior Expert winner will receive a brand new Sony a7 III. This is a top-of-the-line mirrorless camera for the pros.
Aloha, I'm Jake Shimabukuro, and I'm so honored to present the award to you today for Junior Expert for the Middle Intermediate School Division. You know, I'm so proud of these filmmakers because, you know, they're standing up for what they believe in and they're using this technology to share their voice, to inspire our community. So here are the finalists. Keala Kehe Intermediate, A New Normal. Mid-Pacific Institute, Stop the Spread. And Waianae Intermediate, COVID-19. And the winner is Keala Kehe Intermediate, A New Normal. Woo!
As a student, this past year has been challenging for me, for all of us.
Thankfully, every cloud has a silver lining. This experience has given us the opportunity to define a new normal.
But that leaves us all with the next question. How will we define the new normal?
In our school, everyone has a wide variety of skills and talents.
And during our time trying to figure out our new normal, we came together as a community.
In Lokahi, and used these skills to define it as a place to find comfort and to feel welcomed.
So, unity and beautification was how we created a new normal.
But keep in mind, that's just one example. It doesn't have to happen in school.
Just think about it. How can your community form Lokahi and define a new normal?
So what do you see?
A community that is engaged, empowered, a place where free speech is alive and well.
Tell me more.
For 30 years, thousands of local people on TV sharing their stories, culture, and viewpoints uncensored.
Uncensored? Where can that be?
Right here, my son.
Wow!
Isn't it time to empower your voice?
Congratulations to all the student filmmakers for participating in another amazing youth exchange. You are all winners, babes. And a big thank you to Olelo Community Media for putting on this competition for the past 18 years. Just being here says how special and important each and every one of you are. You are amazing storytellers, masterful technicians, and important leaders of positive change. Mahalo and aloha.